Oh, my head. What the hell did I do last night? Gods, my head is pounding. Hey, you. You're finally awake. Seems like you passed our expectations of the challenge. Feel free to enter the agility course or whatever you're here for. It's not like the gate was even locked in the first place. What? I don't understand any of this. How the hell did I get 500k in my inventory? And what are these? Keys to a Ford F-150? Ugh, whatever, I'm gonna go throw up. Wait a sec. Are you gonna clean up your mess though? What? Oh shit. Hey folks, welcome back to RollerScape, where I'm gonna go fight Jad in the dumbest way possible. Last time around we ended on a bit of a cliffhanger leading up to our next roll after taking Mr. Bones' wild ride and unlocking the first ranged weapon for the account. Before we get into the roll, I do want to set some goals for this episode. First off, we've been hanging around in the trenches of the board for 4 episodes now, and I'd like to get at least past the 50th space, marking the halfway point in our journey to the fight caves. Second, I'd like to find some stable way to make cash, as I've been funding everything so far by hopping for Eclipse Reds, which gives me 0 XP and is just so tedious. Lastly, there's 2 important stats I'd like to cross off while I'm grabbing items on the board. 43 Prayer and 57 Thieving. For those of you who play RuneScape, 43 Prayer is an obvious get, as it grants us protection prayers that render us invincible to specific types of damage. I'm no Port Khazard, so I'll need these to complete the fight caves. Now you might be wondering why 57 Thieving specifically. Well, this will give me access to the grubby chest in the Forthos dungeon, granting me access to Saradomin Brews and Super Restores, which are by far some of the best supplies you could take into the fight caves. So yeah, by the end of this episode, you'll see me cross all of these off. Without further ado, let's get into the roll. And welcome back to the board. Looking ahead, we are rolling into completely brand new territory. No matter what, we're going to get something new here. We've got Maple Longbow and Shortbow, which will get us Mystic Battle Staves. I think that is fantastic. Just like an all-around upgrade on our setups. Arrows are much easier to upkeep than knives. By like so much. I can just buy adamant arrows or I can fletch them with the arrow tips. I would say this is definitely an A tier get. Next up is the Ava's Attractor. This will be fantastic for using knives, so I don't have to, pick up so many. Next up are regular battle staves. I would say that's almost as good as Mystic Battle Staves. It's just a slight stat difference. So overall, these 3 up here, A tier. Mithril Gloves. I would only need to do 1 more recipe for Disaster Quest to get Mithril Gloves. Not too bad to get, and also really good strength bonus. I think it's like +5 strength bonus. A tier. They are gloves for every combat style, so fantastic all around. Next up, we've got the Baronite Mace, which is an upgrade over an Adamant Scimitar for sure. But overall, melee is not the play here. Now that I have a ranged and mage setup, melee is just kind of not the play. It's nice because it's free, so it'll be good if I ever need to grind out some Slayer or something. I would say B tier, it's not bad. That takes us back down to Chaos Runes, which on the bright side, it does give us another chance to get the Dorgian Crossbow. Next up, we've got the Iban's Staff, just a flat mage upgrade overall. Next, this is the Proselyte set, so overall very good prayer bonus gear. The helmet might actually be good for fight caves. Just to keep prayer going the whole time, or maybe even the plate legs, but also just a very melee focused set, so I'll say that's B tier as well. Lastly is a Birdie Shield, which would be my best in slot mage shield. I would say that's like A tier, and we can use our red topaz machete to spawn those guys. That's all the commentary I really have. This is pretty good. There's no stinkers in this roll that I'm gonna have to do a big grind for, so yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay. Oh. 7. Proselyte. That might be the worst thing I could have rolled. Whatever. We gotta roll with it. We just skipped over so many good items. And Proselyte. Despite my grumbling, it isn't completely useless. It's an incredibly high prayer bonus armor set, meaning if I have 43 prayer, I can normally pray protection prayers for just over 2 minutes. while with this set on, I can use them for over 3 minutes, so the armor set makes my prayer last 60% longer overall. Over a 1 hour fight cave, prayer bonuses like these can make the difference of running out of supplies versus just barely making it. Anyways, to get these I'll need to fill out a laundry list of quests and skill requirements. Nothing here is too challenging, it's just going to take me a bit of time to do the 7 quests and 80 something skill levels. And there is 17 mining. 30 fire making. 27 runecraft? Is that even legal to give that much? Holy shit, 1 game and we're already 30 runecraft. There is Black Knight's Fortress complete. Yay! We did all 5 of the tests. And there is Wanted completed. Slayer. So you want to know a funny fact about the Hunter Guild? So normally, most guilds, you kind of gotta be in the guild to use their bank, and if you talk to the banker, he's like, yeah, only guild members can use the bank, sorry. But you can just use the bank chest right beside him. Definitely an oversight. That never got cleaned up. 111k. Very nice. They should be able to supply us for at least this one Slayer task. Slayer. Sea Slug completed, and Slug Menace completed. Time to grab our proselyte. Ah shit, I can't afford it. And there's our proselyte set. Looking pretty good if I do say so myself. So back to the board. Alrighty, we are back at the board, having just gotten our proselyte. That is very exciting for any Slayer training that we might have to do. Looking ahead here, we've got the Brutus Shield, Death Runes, Steel Ring, Mithril Crossbow, Rune Armor Set, Short Bow and Longbow, Green Dragonhide Armor Set, and Mystic Battle Staves. As far as what I truly want, Death Runes are a straight upgrade to our best mage setup, and I could possibly run a fight cave with Water Blast. It will be annoying as hell though to manual cast everything in the cave, so my truly wished for item is number 48, the Mystic Battle Staves. Otherwise 45 would be nice for melee stuff. Get Rune Scimitar, Rune Armor is great, and then the Short Bow Longbow would be a bit of a clutch and grind to make these, otherwise I might do medium clues to get them. And then Mithril Crossbow should be fairly easy to get. I think you can just buy it from a crossbow shop. Don't quote me on that though. And that would let us fire just mithril bolts. Nothing special. I think I'll just get right into the roll. That is a very caught die. I will retry that. 8. Oh my god, I don't have to manual cast any fucking spells anymore. This is the greatest day of my life. Oh my goodness. I'd like to thank the Academy and everybody who supported me on my way here. I'll probably even get one of each. I'm that crazy. I will have to get a bit of money though. Money seems to always be a limiting factor here. Like I said there, money's been tight on the Roll for Jad account, and I'm sick of all of this hopping worlds for Eclipse Wines. So it's time to initiate Operation Get Rich Quick, which will first involve me grabbing a full Rogue's equipment set from the Rogue's Den. Alright, we're at the Rogue's Den. This is part of Operation Make Money. I will shamelessly be using the Rogue's Den plugin, which I think should highlight some tiles. Yes. Alright, attempt 1. Ooh, wait, is that what I need? Get the mask. See what we get. Ooh, back to back. Very nice. All right, coming up on another one. Let's see how we do. Never fucking lucky. Yes, getting absolutely sporked. Ooh, I completely forgot I had a stash of strange fruits literally just for this occasion so that I can just speed run this shit. There's another crate. 5 for 6. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Alright, so here's the master plan. Pickpocket wealthy citizens in Varlamore while they get distracted by these street urchins. Then break into their home with their hundreds of spare keys and steal even more valuables. Way more chill than hopping worlds for Eclipse Red Wines.
One eternity later.
So we're back After like a day of doing Operation Get Real Rich, we got 500,000 doubloons out here. Oh, looks so good up there, seeing so much money. Now that I'm flush with cash, I'll tell you how we're going to get our staves. First, we'll need a crap ton of money that we just got, since to get a Mystic Staff you need to pay this guy 40k per staff to enchant it. Doing that also requires Scorpion Catcher as well as Alfred Grimhand's Bar Crawl quest completions. As for getting regular battle staves, these can be made, but I'll need some decently high magic as well as crafting to get that going. However, these ghosts on the Isle of Souls drop each elemental battle staff at a 1 in 128 rate, so let's get over there and slay some undead. Moving right along, we'll be doing the Alfred Grimhand's Bar Crawl quest. Wait, how did these get in my bag? Oh well.
Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bomb is shaped like a deer. DUI, how about you die? I'll go 100 miles in an hour. Little do you know, I filled up on gas. I'm a kid, you're about to make an ass. Pulverize the spot with my hook and trust. It seems you're out of luck.
And now that we've got our Mystic Battle Staves, let's get back to the board. But first, I want to point out something that we can now get in our next roll, the Glacial Tomotley. These dual hammers are a crazy good set of melee weapons dropped from the Amoxliatl boss, as well as the lower level Frost Nagua just outside its lair. The thing is, it's just one of only 3 items on the board from an RNG based grind that will take more than just a couple hours to get. In fact, it's one of the rarest items on this board looking at all the drop rates here. It's also the largest snake on my board, taking us down 37 spots into the trenches, which is great for getting items but not so good for forward progress. Not to mention, they're locked behind an experience level quest, and that requires some decently high Slayer and mining. Now if we skip past these on our path to Jad, things won't be too difficult, but if we get them, it's a pretty major setback. On the bright side though, perhaps there'd be another chance at the Bone Crossbow. You should subscribe for more Bone Crossbow hope posting. Okay, we're back at the board here. And you know what? There is one thing that I forgot to put on this board, and that was the Hunter Sunlight Crossbow. That's fine. So we're back at the board, and looking ahead, we can roll anywhere from this Mystic Robe top all the way to Void Melee. This is not Elite Void Melee. I don't have to kill Zora with this low level shitter account, but I kind of want to go through just what I would have to do to get each of these items. So Mystic, that will actually take me only a few minutes. Genuinely, this time for real, because I have enough money and you just go to the Magic Guild to buy it. I don't even think you need to do Hand in the Sand. Next up is Rune Gloves, that's a questing grind. Brine Saber, that is just like one quest, just Olaf's quest, and then I'm gonna have to do a lot of slaying to kill brine rats for a 1 in 512 drop. So then there's the lunar set, which is gonna have to be Lunar Diplomacy. Honestly, not a very useful set. I don't even know if it's that much better than Zerusian Robes. Next up is Split Bark Armor, which I'll have to get Fine Cloth from Shades of Morton and then a certain wood cutting level for hollowed out trees. So that would be like a big fire making wood cutting grind, which I wouldn't mind. And Split Bark's kind of cool. It's got weird defensive bonuses. Moving on after that, we have the Glacial Tomotley. Next up, we've got Halberds, which is just another questing grind to do Regicide, and then there's just a shop. Halberds would be nice because then I could quite easily, well, more easily do a melee fire cape. That would only be with an adamant halberd at best though, so. And lastly is Void Melee, which I'm pretty sure I already have the combat level for the Novice Boat, but I don't know how Novice Boats do. I heard it's bad. I heard it's real bad out there in the Novice Boat. Yeah, with all that aside, honestly, I would love Mystics, Rune Gloves. So yeah, I think I'll get into the roll now. One. Mystics! Hey, nice. That's fantastic, honestly. I will be back at the board very shortly then. For real this time, not like the other times where I said I'll be back at the board very shortly and then it was actually like a 5-hour grind. This is genuinely minutes for sure this time. Trust me guys, trust me. All right, I've got to get into the Magic Guild here. Oh shit. And now we can pray all of our protection prayers. Very nice. Will make a lot of things a lot easier, honestly. A rune pouch. Yay! Now what the hell am I going to do for 3 more magic levels? There is 63 magic. Let's go get our fucking mystics. I've been grinding this out all day. You know what? Just as a little treat, I'm gonna spend the rest of these books on runecraft. As a treat to me. We are not able to enter the Magic Guild, but using the powers of drinking, what a theme, we can get in. Here we go. I don't have enough fucking money. Okay. Okay, after a quick few hours of thieving while I did some editing, let's trade this guy and get the Mystic Robe Bottom. And there we go. Let's do a little comparison of the stats here. So we're looking at 34 magic defense, 37 magic offense, 69 magic attack. Nice. Alright, we are back at the board, having gotten our mystic robes. This Fremnik helm is not the Farseer. That's the Berserker helm. It'd be fine. Honestly, I want rune gloves. Otherwise, the rest is fine. So I'm just gonna get right into it. Okay, so we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will be getting Glacial to Motley and sliding all the way down to space number 17. So much for getting past number 50 this episode. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we'll just have to see how that goes.